I've been using the Sony FX30 now for 3 or 4 months, something like that, maybe 5 months, somewhere in there. I don't know. But in that amount of time, I absolutely love the camera. I love the image coming out of it. I think it's a great camera. So in this video, I'm gonna tell you why I still believe the Sony FX30 is the best bang for your buck camera going into 2026. Let's get into it. So when the FX30 was released, it was a camera that was designed to be comparable to Sony's FX3 camera. Now the FX30 is a crop sensor camera, so you have to take that into consideration when getting it, but the camera still has a lot of the same features as the FX3, as well as still delivering that great image quality that we've come to love from Sony. Also, the autofocus is something that I can't talk about enough. I came from a Canon R5C, which was a great camera, great image quality, but sometimes the autofocus, especially in low light situations, it was hunting and it just really wasn't all that, great. So that's why I decided to get the FX30 in the first place. So I got one and I haven't been disappointed. So one of the first things you noticed about the camera is definitely its size. I mean, this camera, considering what it does, the size of it is just absolutely great. The grip on it is okay. I mean, you know, my pinky slides underneath the camera, but most of the time when I use it, it's rigged up anyway, so this really doesn't bother me. The lens that's on my camera now is the Viltrox 20mm. I did a video about that. I'll put it up there so you can check it out. Great lens paired with this camera. But ergonomics is one of the best features for this camera, in my opinion. So the camera has 4K footage oversampled from 6K. It shoots 4K 60 and 4K 120, but with a slight crop. It has 10-bit 422 colors, and man, the colors speak for themselves. And it shoots in the now popular H.265 codec. So there's that. Image stabilization is another great thing. It has 5-axis stabilization, which works pretty well. For me, I keep the camera rigged up because I don't walk straight whatsoever. So it has to be in a rig if I'm going to shoot handheld to get away with all those jitters and stuff. Now, one thing I've always liked about this camera and cameras like the FX3 is that it's not overly sharp. Now, the images are not soft and they're not out of focus, but they're not overly sharp, which is a problem that Sony cameras had, in my opinion. Now, if you like that clinically sharp look, then hey, it is what it is. But for me, I don't like that look. And this camera delivers that cinematic style look without being overly sharp, without being too digital. And that's just something that I really, really enjoy. So a couple other great things about this camera is the dynamic range and the fact that it shoots an S-Log3. S-Log3, in my opinion, is a great log profile. It can be a little bit tricky to grade in certain situations, but it's pretty good once you get it right. And the camera can also shoot in RAW if you use an external recorder like the Atomos Ninja V. Now, I will say that shooting RAW with this camera, in my opinion, isn't the best. I don't do it often because, of course, with the RAW, you're gonna get a lot of noise in your image. And the noise and the shadows, to me, it's just not worth it, in my opinion. Now, if that's something that you don't mind and something that you can deal with, then by all means do it. But I don't use RAW that often. Trying to get that cleaned up is a little tricky. So I just don't shoot in RAW often. And I don't shoot in log as much as I used to, because what I found out is that the S-Cinetone profile actually works pretty well. And I'm gonna do a video about that also. But the log is there if you need it. S-Log3 is great. And the camera does have the capability to shoot in RAW when you use an external recorder. Now, because of the camera size, it is definitely flexible. So this is one camera that you can just grab, slap a lens on it, and then just go shoot. Now, in this world of cameras that are popping out all over the place, you had Canon just drop the C50 and the R6 Mark III. You had Nikon drop the ZR, These cameras are great, but these cameras are expensive. I mean, they're up over $3,000. I think the ZR is right under $3,000, and these are great cameras. But if you're talking about a camera that comes in, well, now around $1,700, which is more expensive than it was when it first dropped, then I definitely think that the FX30 is still the best bang for the buck. Now, in saying that, the camera is not perfect. It does have its little quirks and things like that. So, for instance, this camera is definitely video first, okay? So, if you're looking for a camera that takes pictures, it can take pictures, but the photos, quite honestly, they're not that great. The camera only has electronic shutter, and the pictures aren't that great. I don't buy this camera if you're trying to get a camera that takes great pictures as well as video. You might want to look into something else, maybe the A6700 or maybe still the A7S3. Even the new A75 would be a good choice. Definitely more expensive, but if you need something that takes pictures, I think one of those options would probably be better off for you. Now, in saying all that, again, the camera is not perfect, and I've talked about it in other videos. There are some things that I don't like. For one, I will always gripe about the power button placement. You see, you see right there, this little bitty power button that's right here. This is ridiculous to me. This is the craziest thing because you grab the camera, right, and you want to shoot. You flip out your screen, and then you've got to get over here and find this little bitty button it's just annoying. Sony, listen, if you're listening, if you're watching this, please figure out something to do with the flipping button. Now, I don't know if there's gonna be a FX32 or I don't know what y'all thinking, but this right here, this was just this ain't what's up at all. One of the other things that bothers me about Sony cameras, and one reason why I was so hesitant to pick one up, is Sony's menu system. Now, I think in the newer cameras, it's gotten a lot better from what I hear, but the menu system in these cameras is absolutely ridiculous. There's way too many choices. There's too much stuff going on. I don't know why camera companies are not looking at what Blackmagic is doing. Blackmagic has the best menu system in a camera, hands down, period. And I don't know why other companies are not taking that approach. This menu system, listen, it is not one of the menu systems that if you're coming from another system, you can just dive into the menu and find what you need. You might be able to find some basic things like maybe how to get your frame rate and all of that, but trying to figure out the picture profiles or if you're shooting in log and all that, man, it is crazy. You're gonna have to look at the manual or do like I did and jump on YouTube and figure this stuff out. Again, Sony, if you're watching, fix that. Now, if you have in the newer cameras, thumbs up to that. If you haven't, I don't know what y'all thinking about. So this camera, like the FX30, also you can get that audio top handle for it. I don't have that. In my opinion, I think it's too expensive, and I can get great audio other ways. And to be honest with you, it's just ugly. I don't like the way it looks on the camera. It's just ugly, honestly. That's my main reason, to be honest with you. It's not the price and all that. It's just ugly. I don't like the way it looks. So I'll just assume get audio a different way. Just put a regular top handle on it and I'm good. That top handle it's terrible. It's terrible. So that's it, man. Just some quick reasons why I still think that the Sony FX30 is probably the best bang for your buck camera going into 2026. I mean, if you think about it, there's not really many cameras in this price range that really compare to it. You have the A6700 and, maybe Panasonic's GH6. But in my opinion, those cameras, value-wise compared to feature set and what it delivers, still doesn't beat out the FX30. So If you want to pick one up, I'll leave a link to it down in the description. Do me a favor, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the like button if you liked the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.